Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of the London Green Save. We are back for what should be penultimate episode of the season, of season 11. Can you believe it? We are absolutely, well, still going through the season. There's no stopping us. Today we've got one game on. We're going to play two, but we've got one game on, and what I mean by that is we've actually only got one game being played in the next kind of round of fixtures, and it's us. It's just us. It's actually quite, I don't know, is it annoying? I don't know. But it's just us. That's all we've got in this next game. And if we click fixtures and results, there it is. So we've got to play against Lewisham. How do Lewisham play? Well, it says that they play with a tiki-taka style, which is an advancement or, like a extreme version. It says on here, extreme variant of the control possession style. Now, we know we have the quality players to be able to beat teams when they try and play possession against us. We press high, we try and play our own version of high possession football, and hopefully, we get the job done. That's what we're going to try and do today in this first game. I've already made a few changes to the team, but for the most part, everyone is happy. Let's get into the game. Let's not hang about. Let's try and get the result that we need in order to keep our challenge for the title on. We are playing very, very well in this kind of like run from now to the end of the season. And we take advantage of this really, really good run we've had and make it count. We still need Camden and Islington to drop more points. In fact, when they did drop points, we did as well. And it really was annoying because that was our opportunity. And you've got to hope with 4 games left that we are going to get another opportunity. This is good work early doors from Lewisham Borough, though. Putting the ball into a dangerous area until Alan Jones comes out and claims it. Of course, last time out, Johansson got injured. So Alan Jones is now in there as the starting goalie. We actually don't have... Oh, Horn goes for a long shot. It goes over. We actually don't have another goalie in the squad. I've been saying it since I started with the kind of reset after I lost the save, is that between seasons, there is going to be a long episode where I completely rebuild the squad. And I might even kind of use some spreadsheets to kind of discern how we're going to go about building that squad. We're going to have reserves. We're going to have under 21s. We're going to have under 18s. What I'm probably going to do is have like very small squads in the under 21s and the under 18s. Man, we cannot hold the ball in the midfield. There we go, Evans. Good stuff. Roberts out to Embleton. And just the very best players of the selections are going to be put into those squads. So right now, I don't know if we do have many under 18s who are kind of in our big squad. Roberts shoots off the post. Dang. That was a chance. In only the 4th, 5th minute, that was a chance, my word. Looks like we'll get another chance now, though. Embleton up the left-hand side. So Roberts again, making stuff happen, which is really, really good. Bush goes out wide. Yep, good. Flint, try and get it across. Horn's there, and Horn's... Do my eyes deceive me? Because that one has flown over the bar when it should not have. Should have been in the back of the net. Should have been nestling the back of the net. We should be 1-0 up, but we're not. So we've got to carry on. It's actually not been the worst start to the game, however. You can... Okay, never mind. Oh my word. They get one chance, they take it, and that is a... it's a lesson to be learning about taking your dang chances. Look at that. 1 shot, 1 goal. We've had 3. Not really putting it in. Now I'm going to drop our line back just a tiny bit. Because the possession is not actually here against us. Sorry, it is against us. We haven't actually kind of taken control of possession. Let's take... Yeah, let's put some shoot on sight on. Well done, Horn. Good win. Yep, good. Lovely stuff. Okay, never mind. Horn got taken out. Lost the ball. I'm going to have a sip of drink. We're just going to watch this highlight as it comes through. Okay, well done, Flint. into Mason across to Carlisle. Long it goes. That's not really to anyone though, is it? I thought we were past that. I'm not going to lie. I thought we had kind of put that to bed with the kind of smacking it long almost for no reason when there wasn't actually that much pressure on Carlisle there. So, bit frustrating that that's kind of crept back into our game. Over the bar, fine. We might have to adapt here a little bit. We might have to drop back onto a little bit more of direction on our passes because we're not getting all too much possession. In fact, I'm going to make that change. Let's go a little bit more direct. Get a bit wider. Start to get those crosses in. Pass it into space. Get them going off behind them. We're actually going to drop that line of engagement just a little bit. Because it seems though we're losing the possession battle. Fine, that's not what we want to happen, but it's what is happening. And it means that they have scored again from a cross, and that shouldn't be happening. Oh, he's offside. Okay, fine. Our defenders should be able to see off crosses like that. That was a very floated ball in. We should be able to see that off. It does kind of seem like dropping off has invited even more possession against us. So I'll kind of see where we stand after this highlight and maybe a couple more minutes. I might go back on what I've already kind of decided on. It looks like it's inviting a little bit more pressure. But there we go. We have won the ball up high. Embleton's got to play that. He doesn't. I've asked them to play direct, so Embleton should be trying to get rid of that ball and play it into a striker early doors. Horn does get the shot away, but I mean, look at that, down to 62-38. I think I'm going to have to change my mind again. I'm going to have to tell them to push back up and really try and, I don't know, take the game against them again. And we're going to tell them to hit on the counter. We are playing quite direct. Turn that off. In fact, I could probably turn this off as well. If they want to have a dribble every now and then, go for it. Have a dribble. Over the bar, fine. Another drink. Okay, that's good. We've had another shot. It wasn't worth a highlight, but that's okay. They're getting yellow cards now, which is very interesting because it shows that we are putting a bit of pressure on. Yeah, we've not been shooting well. So let's make that change. Ben Horn can come out. And I think Roberts probably can come out as well. We'll throw Howard a little bit higher up. Really try and add another. Straighten up a little bit. Yeah, okay. I think that might do it. That might be a good idea. It still might do a bit of damage against us on possession, but I think having that extra player up there for our attacking purposes isn't the worst idea. Jones just made an incredible save, my word. Okay, good. They're getting all the chances right now. Okay, no, we've got a corner back. All right. I think I'm going to have to tell them to go a little bit more attacking now. Okay, a few tactical changes there. Not really that much, but hopefully a little bit to try and get the goal that we need at the end of this game. I mean, we need two. We need to try and win the game so we can. Mesut shoots. Okay, it's still our ball. Because it does seem, pretty evident. Lewisham have had us for possession, so that's why we tried to adapt into a more direct style. When we're going to have less of the ball, we've got to do more with it. We need a goal, we put an extra player up there to try and control that. Oh, what a save. What a block. Get to that, get to that. Oh my goodness, why do we keep giving away penalties? This is I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know if we've had a season where we give away this many penalties. I know I'm telling them to be a bit more physical in the tackle, but not in your own box. Get stuck in, but not in your own box. That's I don't know. I don't really know. I'll be honest. Too quick. Too good. Well done, Carlisle. That's good. Okay, Embleton should be. I don't know. Maybe trying to get further forward up here, for example. But I don't know. Oh, we put one in. We've put one in. Okay, I was checking other things. We've put one in. We've gone attacking. We could probably make that change for Sweeney. I don't know. We need to find something at the end here. We've pushed up high. Embleton out wide. Evans shoots, blocked. Flint will chase it. Maybe for a corner. No, yeah, leave it for a corner. Fine. And we are where we were before the penalty was given away. We need a goal. Offside. All right, fine. I'm going to throw out a demand more. I haven't used any big calls so far this game, but we do need them to do something. It shows when you don't have possession, it's going to be a lot harder. That's going to be, I mean, unless we find something in the very end of this game, it's going to be another loss. Here we go. No. It's all over. Okay, fine. Wow. Very frustrating. Really, really frustrating. Again, if we lose, it's only ever one goal. It's always a close game. Now we're not just dealing with Camden. We're also dealing with the Whistlers having a point on us as well. Very frustrating. That was the problem. That was the problem. We didn't have possession. Interesting. Okay, one more game this episode. We'll get to it. Right, so here we go. Here we go. Next game, very much a bit of a must win, let's be honest. So I've made a few changes. We've got Ruddock up there as a striker, an out-and-out striker. I've also kind of tweaked the tactics a little bit to try and get a little bit of possession back. I don't think that was really the problem in that game. You know, I don't think we lost that game because of the possession. That's kind of a bit of a simplification, I would say. Ultimately, I think we lost that game because when we had chances, we kept missing until the very end where we put one in. So today's got to be about trying to kind of control the game a little bit more. And when we get good chances, try and put them away rather than what happened in the last game where we're 2-0 down. We've given away a penalty. And only then do we manage to score, which is not the ideal, of course. So a couple of changes. Abrahamson has come in to the midfield for Josh Roberts, even though Roberts played a pretty good game. Embleton and Evans are the wingers still. Ruddock comes in as striker. Cutbush and Lonsdale-Longden are still the midfielders. Mason and Carr are now the centre-backs rather than Mason and Carlisle. And Hart is in at right back for Levi Flint. Embleton is going up the left-hand side. 3.5 minutes in. I want him to get the ball into the box. He does do that, but it's cleared out. Lonsdale-Longden open in space. And he already puts the ball in the back of the net. I mean, I got a comment about Leighton Lonsdale-Longden's name. It is a top quality name. It is a real classy top quality name. We've had one shot. We've had one goal. It's only 7 minutes in. Let's try and throw out there a calm down, a keep our head kind of moment here. Because we're 1-0 up. And that's what we need. But we also... Oh, good save, Jones. Whoa, good save. Okay, good. We are missing Johansson, probably for the end of the season. So we've got to try and remember that. And there's other games to be played here today. We're currently above the Whistlers. Who is playing? That's something we should probably check. Latest scores. I'm going to give it a pause just so I can check this here. Camden are playing Stonewall, who are down in 10th. So a chance, I suppose. AFC Lewisham in 9th against the Whistlers. That's 0-0 for now. Old Boys Clapham are doing their job. They're getting a win over the Sporting Hackney down at the bottom. Bessingby are getting a win over Peckham. I mean, there's only really 4 chances there. Westminster and Kensington could go down. We shall see. Okay, Embleton on the ball, loses out. Gibson brings it forward, goes up against his opposite number. Abrahamson lets the ball go in. Isa's there, shoots it, it goes wide. We've kind of let them have a shot from a bit of distance there. I don't really like giving away the shot, but if they're going to shoot from that far out, it's less of a problem. Possession looking all good. That's more like it. That's what we're after. However, because of that slightly lower amount of direction there, I might actually ask us to shoot on sight. We've got the possession we want. Maybe I can ask them to go into a slightly shorter directness. See if that does us anything. Because we've only had one. Okay, there's the second shot. That's what I was about to say. We've only had one shot. There's the second shot there. It looks like they need lengthy treatment. Evans has been hit. I'm actually not going to risk that. Evans is a quite important player. So I'm going to bring on McSkeen and then swap these guys around. And play like that. Evans across. There's no one there. Evans will get it back. No, offside. Okay, fine. Yeah, so making an early decision there to bring Evans off. Because if he's got an injury that might make things difficult, we'll just take him off. We'll save the legs and we'll go again with McSkeen, a very good player. And Ruddock being able to play out on the right-hand side. Very useful indeed. So, let's keep going. 40 minutes. We've had the better of the half. The possession is all up to us right now. Dominating the game. I just would really like another goal to really push it in our favour, just completely. Let's go. Let's call for a demand more because it's only 1-0. And I don't actually think I need to change much else. I mean, I guess we could engage a little bit higher, but we've already got the possession. I don't know. I think we're doing okay. It's 1-0, but like I said, I do want another goal to really kind of calm things down. make it a 2-goal gap, and hopefully these games here kind of stick at 0-0. Maybe we're the early kickoff or something, or there's a couple of early kickoffs and those games haven't actually started yet. And that's why they're at 0-0. But if they're at 0-0 because the other teams are holding those, our competitors to a draw, we'll take that. We'll take that every day of the week because we got to get a win back after losing the last game. I could even tell the fullbacks to potentially push up even higher. We could do that because we've got chunky possession. Okay, that's a good shot. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to throw them forward like so and tell them to overlap. Because with the possession just completely under our control, if we can send them forward and just create another attacker in a dangerous area, knowing that our centre-backs here at the back there are going to be supported by Cutbush, there's Hart. That's exactly what I mean. The wing-back goes forward into Ruddock. Ruddock across, surely, or himself. 2-0, and it's assisted by the fullback. That's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. 2-0. I'm going to throw out a shout of a calm down just to make sure we do. Oh, dang it. Camden have scored. Camden have scored in their game. They're 1-0 up. The Whistlers are still 0-0, and maybe Stonewall can get a goal back. There's 30 minutes to go in our game. We don't know how long there is to go in their game. I can check. Oh, that's gone out to no one, but that was an opportunity. They're going to clear it. Looks like they are, and we're going to get it back. Yes, good. Sweeney, win that. Doesn't manage to. He's really pressing high. Look at that from Sweeney. That is really high press. Well done, Carr. Well, it was well done, Carr, but then number 8, who is Cutbush, kind of didn't gather up the ball when I feel like he should have. And oh my goodness, they've missed the target. That should have been a goal. And that's the other side of things, isn't it? 54 minutes in that game. So it is going to be at the same minute as us. I can actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you don't need to overlap anymore. We've got the second goal that I wanted. You can calm down. You can stay further back and we can hopefully just control this game from here to the end. That's all I'm really worried about. So, Cutbush inside. A pass to Abrahamson over the top. McSkeen was going, but we decided not to play it. Now, Sweeney and Carr. Sorry, not Carr. Sweeney and Hart, who are, of course, our wing backs. I need them to move back. They're currently still playing a little bit higher up. Let's just do that. Get them back. Kind of fold them back down into just a regular left back and right back. Hopefully that will give us a tad more control. A little bit worried about conceding needlessly at the end here. 20 minutes to go. The game's not done. Ruddock loses out. Delap on the ball goes forward. That's good play. But we do have our back line set now. You can see that. Very good line of these guys here. Cutbush kind of roaming in front against whoever he needs to, which is good. Lonsdale Longdon, are you the left-hand side or the right-hand side? Abrahamson is the left-hand side, but Abrahamson has got a little bit more license to roam. Try and win the ball back. Go on, Carl. Well done. Unlucky. Go on, Carl. You can get to that, surely. Carl's been outpaced by Nistor. Wow. That should not be happening. He's been absolutely... You got to use your body. You got to get strong. Yeah, look, Carl will have to take the blame for that goal. He's been completely outpaced. Wow. I'm going to throw demand more, and you know what? I'm going to be a little bit harsh. I'm going to bring him off. I'm not really happy with that from Sam Carr. And Lewisham are beating the Whistlers. Lewisham are beating the Whistlers. That's an alert. That's an alert. We need to make a note of that. Camden, come on. Stonewall has just got to... Dang it, look at that. What the heck? 2-1. Oh, and they've scored. No, that's not what we were after. Okay, a few instructions now to add. Let's throw a bit of time wasting at them. Let's just control the game coming to the end of this one here. Bring things out and work the ball into the box. Really just put the squeeze on big time. and get this game going all the way to 90 minutes. Sunday out wide. No, I mean, that's a better pass. That's good from Embleton. Back to Embleton. No, Embleton was making a run in there. Okay, Hart, whip it in if you want. Fine. Yep, good pass. Roddick finds support, finds a shot. Okay, I thought he was maybe going to cut it across. Didn't. He went for the shot himself, which is absolutely fine, especially when you've scored a goal already. Not really going to complain about that. Okay, cool. We are taking our time with that. And the corner doesn't come to anything. Unfortunately, Whistlers have scored. We knew that. That's why. Dang it, Camden have scored again. They make it 3-1. Really good intervention. Actually, there was an offside anyway. That's fine. And that's it. That's game. Brilliant. Okay, 2-1. We bounced back from a loss in the last game with a very convincing performance. A really, really good controlled performance. Of course, we scored the goal. I brought the fullbacks forward. They got involved. They scored the second goal. Then we brought them back again. Sam Carr made an error, which led to the goal. But ultimately, 65% possession. So we did what we wanted on that front. Scored the 2 goals that we wanted on that front as well. It was a good game. It was a good game, and I'm pretty happy about it. Seemed to lose confidence. What? Henry Hart, I think, had a good game. I don't know why that would be. Yeah, I don't know why that would be one to criticize. I think he had a good game. Okay, we're gonna sim forward a little bit. I'm gonna get to the next game and then have a look at what the table looks like. At that point. So the Whistlers dropping points means we go back above them outright. Outright, we're a point above them. But Camden getting another win means that if they do win their game in hand, they will go to 60. They will steal that top spot. This is outrageously close between 3 teams here. Old Boys Clapham doing their best to kind of keep their, their hat in the ring, I suppose. But we've got to try and get that promotion. It's been too many seasons. Even with this one being a slight, I just hit my filter. Even with this season being kind of disrupted by the save, losing the save and whatnot, still think we've got to get that promotion. We've got to try and get that promotion. Okay, so I'm going to sim forward. We're going to get to the next game. Oh my word, that's a lot of stuff. Job security is at A. That's pretty good. Yeah, of course, we're optimistic. We want to go up. Surely we want to go up. Okay, so 2 games left. Hitshanger in 13th and Soccer Stars Phoenix in 17th. We've got to win those games. We got to win against Hitshanger last time. And we got to win. Okay, both 1-0, but we did get 2 wins. So we know we can beat these teams. We've got to try and continue it on. Okay. Go to the league. Where's the league? There's the league table. Fixtures and results. That's the Sunday game. Then okay, we will at least know what's happened in that Camden game. So I'm going to jump ahead to this Sunday, the 9th. We will know if Camden have jumped above us in the table or not. And there we go. So Camden again got the win, moved themselves up into first position in the table. I need to show you the league table from a different angle so that you can actually see the table. And there you go. If I click this one, overview, there we go. So they're a point above us, having played the same number of games. Now, slight positive, of course, is that the FH Whistlers lost their game against the Old Boys Clapham, which means that the points are actually, they're closer than 60, 59, 58, 57 from here down to here. It's just incredibly close. There's 2 games left. In the next episode, we will play our game Then Camden will play their extra game to make it 31 apiece, and then it will be the final round of fixtures, and we will know whether or not we go up. So all we can do is take 6 points from our games and hope that someone knocks Camden off of their podium spot, because right now they've got 2 games left. I don't remember these results, but they are there. They are there, but then again, they're against teams that are, tough to beat. They've got 12th and 9th. They've got 2 games against teams that they would think they should be beating. But, and they did. And they did over here. I don't know. It's going to be so close. It's going to be real close. To be honest, the biggest thing for us, as it has been for the Whistlers as well, is that there's too many draws in there. We've lost 5. They've lost 5 as well, which is the best of the bunch. Camden have lost more, but they've got wins, They've got wins. Okay, so I'm going to continue. We'll get to the pit hanger game, but that will be next time out, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Today's episode is the penultimate episode of the season. There's 1 left. Hopefully, we can get promoted. If we don't, it changes nothing. The series continues. We will do the squad rebuild that I'm going to do anyway. And we will try our very best to get promoted next season. But it's not done yet. It's not done yet. We can do this. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.